You never knew this about me. You never wanted to know this about me. You never loved me.
Yes, I did.
Jack, how could you possibly say you loved me and think that I would do something so petty as to attack your sister for some sort of a revenge against you?
And you can't find it in your heart anywhere to sympathize with her.
Sympathize? Why would I sympathize with her? She has cried rape, and cried rape to cover up her greed and her schemes. That's how she hurt me, Jack. Me and the thousands of women who really have survived rape. No, of course I don't sympathize with her. I want her to rot in hell.
Erica, that was years ago in California.
No, that was just now on Halloween night here in Pine Valley. Jack, I firmly believe to the depths of my soul that this woman has cried rape. Only this time she did it to get to you. And guess what? It worked. She has gotten to you, Jack. Because you just believe what you want to believe about people. Because you don't really see people for who they really are. And I think that's a big part of the reason why we never got together. I mean, we came close, but I think that's why it never really worked.
And there's no way that I can get through to you about my sister.
And Jack, I am done with your sister. And I'm done with you. I'm finally free of you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. You're early. Desk.
May we come in?
I'm sorry, I'm busy right now.
Yeah, you are busy. Where you going, kid?
I didn't know you cared, Dimitri. Now, if you two don't mind...
You'd walk out on Jack? After all he's done for you?
I'm not walking out on Jack. And if you must know, I'm going to stay in Seattle with Travis and Barbara and the kids. Jack can come and stay at Christmas.
She'll send you a postcard, Edmund. You weren't going to say goodbye?
Would you have wanted me to?
Well, I think it would be great for you both if Junior could stick around.
You mean for Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's Day?
Hey, let's just take it one holiday at a time, okay?
Hey, maybe that dumb idea might come true after all. It's not dumb.
What idea?
You and Dad getting back together, so Junior and I will be brothers again.
I told them not to hold their breath because it was sort of whacked out there where the buses don't run. Right?
Right.
Well, why don't you get your stuff together, kid?
You said we
Now. You can give Junior a call later on from your mom's.
Well, it was great seeing you again, Jamie. You and your dad.
Dad, how are you doing?
Peachy, couldn't be better. You have a reason for being here?
Oh, he's working for Uncle Palmer now. He picked me up at the airport and brought me here.
You ready to go back to Cortland Manor?
No, I'm not. Not yet.
See you later, Jim.
Bye, Dad. Mom, I'm gonna go back outside now, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
You okay?
No, I'm not.
When I lost our baby, I blamed you. I blamed you, Adam. And it's what saved me and my sanity. But now, this is my decision. And if I do this and I lose my baby, I have no one to blame but myself.
No. There's no one to blame, period. Liza, whatever you do, you're going to do out of love for your child. You're going to weigh the risks and the benefits, and you're going to do what you're going to do out of love for your child. Of that, I have no doubt. And neither should you.
Thank you. I'm just really scared.
Yeah, I know. All I can do is offer you my help and support. You just say the word, and I'll go through this with you. I'll be with you every step of the way. Together, we can handle anything.
David! I'm so glad I caught you.
Jillian, what a surprise. Look, I have a consult with Dr. Claytor, so another time,
Okay, this will only take a moment. I know this is unexpected, and you've been so wonderful to me, so I'm really sorry, but
What's the problem, Jillian?
we must end our affair completely and forever.
Once again,
No, this time I really mean it. My husband needs me.
your husband, the rapist.
He's not a rapist. David, I know you love me, and this must be really hard for you. I'm really sorry.
He's using you, Jillian. Can't you see that? To make himself look good for the police, for the district attorney.
He's innocent.
Even if he was, is that what you really want? A man who hurts you over and over again? Now think of everything that we've shared, Jillian. How safe you felt, how loved. Now, is that something you really want to give up? Look, why don't we discuss this further over some champagne over in my room, okay?
No, David, I can't. You're such a wonderful man, and I loved every moment with you, but we must end this. I'm very sorry.
Nothing's ever that simple, Jillian. Not with me.
I was gonna send you a note once I got settled.
Oh, that was thoughtful of you, kid.
Go home, Dimitri.
Yeah, sure. I hope you have an uneventful trip and that your new life in Seattle is everything you want it to be. Bye.
Save yourself some trouble, Edmund. Go with him.
I'll leave when this is settled. Not before.
You were alone for a long time. Of course, you had me. Which didn't always help. Oh, Mom, I'm so disappointed. I really thought that Jack and I... And I don't want to be alone. I want to love someone. I want to matter to someone. I want to be married. I really do. Is that so awful? Oh, I miss you so much. You always knew the right thing to say to me when I felt like this.
Erica, listen.
Mom?
That there is justice in this this world and you will have yours. That's why you must stop feeling sorry for yourself and start praying and knowing that you will overcome this.
That's it. Stop feeling sorry for myself.
Erica, I have supreme confidence in you. You're strong and you're tough and you're intelligent and you can do anything you set your mind to and you will do it.
Oh, Mom. You're always there when I need you. And as long as you're with me, I will be all right. I'll be better than all right. I'll be fabulous.
You know, I really don't get it. Why would she say that I raped her?
How should I know? What's it matter anyway?
What does it matter? It's the only thing that matters.
No, the only thing that matters is that you take care of business. I mean it. It's the first thing I learned in AA. You know, there's no sense in trying to figure out why the wacko people in your life do the wacko things they do. It's a waste of time. What you have to do, what you must do, is take care of yourself.
You know, that's why I'm here. Hey, how'd it go? I took care of it.
What do you mean you took care of it?
I mean, if anybody believes Kit Fisher after what I just told them, they're certifiable. You fixed it?
Of course he fixed it. He's the fix-it man.
Yeah, that's me all over. I can fix everybody's life except my own.
Letting Dad walk out that door was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But until I know that I'm definitely gonna be all right, I can't involve him. It's not fair.
Well, it's your decision.
Yes, it is.
Mom? Hey! I was wondering, for a lot of years now, Dad's been asking us to come to Pine Valley for Christmas, and you've always said no. So how come this year?
Well, we don't have to stay here if you don't want to. I mean, we could go back to Pigeon Hollow.
No, I want to stay. But why do you want to stay?
Come here, sit next to me. Now, you know, or I don't know, maybe you don't, that your dad's had kind of a rough year this year.
Because of the divorce?
Yeah, that and other things. So I just know that it's going to mean a lot for him, for you to be here.
So this is all because of Dad?
Well, and you. You're happy here, right?
Are you happy?
Well, I just got here. Now, why don't you come over here and give me another one of those hugs and make this a gentle hug, okay? You just got so big. Look, don't you worry about anything, okay? I promise you it's gonna be the best Christmas ever.
You won't regret it, Liza. Trust me, I've never had a problem with an ambulance.
I'm counting on it.
It's a wise decision. There's no substitute for having the entire genetic blueprint right in front of you.
Especially when it nails the father. Enjoy it while it lasts, Adam. You're about to be busted.
Look, Edmund, it is settled.
You were the only person in town who believed me when I first came here. And I will always be grateful for that. And I understand, I really do, why you can't believe me now. I wouldn't believe me. There's no evidence, and well, with what Tad said, look, there's no hard feelings. Truly. So just go. It'll be easier for both of us.
You really think that, don't you? That it'll be easier? Kid, I want to believe you. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to help me. You have to give me a reason. A damn good one, too.
Trev.
Hey, where's Mateo?
Oh, he's setting up the good life for Raquel and Max.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
You know, getting them in a decent place to live, getting Max enrolled in a good school, Our Lady of Perpetual
I hope he knows
something.
he's got a hearing today. This is important.
Nothing is more important to Mateo than his son.
Well, Poppy better be here pronto.
It doesn't start for a half an hour.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of 3 things I gotta go over with you before we start.
Well, run it by me and I'll...
No, I gotta wait until you're both here. I don't want to chew my cabbage twice.
Fine, whatever.
How are you?
I just took an AA meeting.
Guy upstairs giving you any serenity?
I've indulged in my share of 80-proof fantasies, Uncle Trev. But as long as I don't become one with the vodka bottle, I'd say I'm A-okay.
I hear you. Look, you've been taking it on the chin lately. Well, with Mateo's child bride showing up in town with a kid he didn't even know he had.
I guess unreality takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, and then you find out you can't have kids. I know how much you and Mateo want to have kids. I must have ripped your heart out.
Jillian, darling, in the United States, they drive on the right side of the road.
Well, we're here, aren't we?
Yes, we are here. Explain to me, what is this here?
Pine Valley Police Department.
Oh, I do love men in uniform. You know, when I was a young girl, I used to adore watching the changing of the guard. All those beautiful young men with those wonderful uniforms on their black stallions with their swords slapping on their haunches. Oh, darling, I meant the horses' haunches, of course.
Well, we're here to help Ryan.
Yes, a splendid young man being accused of taking a woman by force. It's ridiculous.
Well, you know that, and I know that, but we have to convince them that kid is a bull-faced liar.
Princess Andrazi.
Lavery, Mrs. Ryan Lavery, my grandmother, La Duchesse Eugenia, and Lieutenant Fry.
I'm charmed.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
I'm here to make a formal statement in support of my husband.
Great, wonderful. Just hold on. I'll run and get a tape recorder.
Jillian, are you sure this is in Ryan's best interest?
Of course, he said so himself, with friends like me, who needs enemies?
I know that may be so, but I think we should call Jonesy.
Why do you want to call your lawyer?
We are on enemy turf. Did you see that policeman? He looked at you like a pig looks at a truffle.
Oh, don't be silly, Grandmama. I know exactly what I'm doing here.
All set. Just come with me, okay?
What about my grandmother?
Oh, she'll have to wait out here. I'm sorry, it's police protocol.
Oh, to serve and protect, isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Princess, Mrs. Lavery. Just go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Can I get you anything? Coffee, water, soda?
No, nothing, thank you.
All right.
I just want to say for the record that Ryan Lavery is one of the finest, kindest, most wonderful men.
Whoa. I haven't even turned it on yet.
Well, then I suggest you do so at once.
Right. This is Lieutenant Derek Fry taking a voluntary statement from Mrs. Ryan Lavery.
So I talk into this thing.
Whenever you're ready. Give me something. Give me a good reason, kid. A good reason why I should believe you, why you didn't cry rape. Please. Make me believe you're not lying. I stood by you before. Give me a reason to stand by you again.
It'll be better for you, better for everyone if I just move on.
Kid, look at me. This time you don't cut and run. This time, you stand and you fight.
I'm a predator. I feed on other people's weaknesses. I fight down and dirty. I claw and I scratch. I lie to get what I want. And big lies. Whoppers. I went to the police with a straight, tear-streaked face, and I claimed that Dad raped me. But I'm also the woman that you found in the parking lot, who was raped by Ryan Lavery. Now, I wish to God that was a lie, but that's the truth.
You stated Ryan had a rough childhood.
Oh, yeah. His parents were heartless barbarians, raging alcoholics.
Please forgive the intrusion, but I'm suddenly feeling quite lightheaded.
Are you all right? We have medics on call.
Oh, no, nothing. At my age, one is inclined to the vapors.
Oh. Can I get you something?
Oh, yes. Just a little sip of water.
Oh, okay.
That would be lovely.
Sure.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Oh, that's great. Please continue.
Okay, where were we?
Ryan's childhood.
Right. Ryan's childhood was like something out of a Gothic novel. His parents fought constantly, and then, of course, the liquor made everything worse. See, I know what it's like because my own father's a little bit of a tipster.
Oh, darling, that's Tippler. And he only drank on state occasions.
Well, what about the night when they had their dinner, in honor of the Greek ambassador? Papa accused the guest of honor of flirting with his girlfriend at the time. He got so mad that he smacked him right across the face with a broiled grouse, and he challenged him to a duel.
What happened?
They sent him off to Baden-Baden to dry off. It's a wonder that I'm not a dipsomaniac myself.
Oh, darling, drinking doesn't necessarily have a genetic link.
Did Ryan drink like his parents?
No. I mean, he would, have a beer when he gets back from work or have a glass of champagne on special occasions.
How about Halloween night?
Well, I have to admit, he was pretty snookered. He smelled like a gin mill.
Oh, that was his aftershave, sweetheart.
No, that was not aftershave. He guzzled. I had no idea you could chug brandy.
Did Ryan seem upset or disturbed?
Of course he was upset. He just found me in bed with another man. And that's enough to drive any man to alcohol. I heard he's male pride. So then he went off to this bar, and his rotten luck, he picked up this kid woman.
Did Ryan mention Ms. Montgomery or Kid Fisher when he came home that night?
Not by name, but he just said that he had gotten lucky with a blonde. But of course, you see, that wasn't true. He was only saying that to punish me.
Did he do that a lot?
Well, we fought like any married couple. I'd say something to make him crazy, and Ryan would just explode. That's how I knew he really cared about me. Anyway, it could have been worse.
How so?
He could have beaten me, like his father beat his mother, and then his mother would beat his father, and then they would both start in on the kids. My poor baby, he still bears the scars of his violent childhood, inside and out.
Ryan is right. With friends like you, who needs enemies?
When Matteo and I found out that we couldn't have children, it was a major blow, but, I look at it like this: the love that we have for each other will fill the empty space. It has to.
It will, Tink. It will. You just gotta hang tough. Dylan tough. Look, I gotta go file a motion for another client. When Matteo gets here, you sit on him. I want him here when I get back. It's only gonna take a couple of seconds, okay?
Hello?
Hi.
No offense, but I think I'll wait outside.
Now I finally get it.
Oh, don't feel obliged to clue me in, really.
This whole custody thing, Haley. I thought that I didn't think Matteo could be so cruel as to do this, but it wasn't his idea at all, was it? It was yours.
First of all, no one is trying to take your son away from you, Raquel. Matteo just wants to share in the responsibility of raising him and helping you out. And I support his decision wholeheartedly, but I had nothing to do with his decision.
Oh, you're a liar. You found out that you couldn't have any child of your own, so you decided to steal mine.
I realize that you're all stressed out, so I'm gonna cut you a break. For Mateo's sake and for Max's sake, I'm going to pretend that you didn't just say what you just said.
Look, I heard what your uncle said, Haley. He said that you can't have children. It's true, isn't it?
For now, it's true for now. My condition could change, it could improve.
Yeah, but if it doesn't, then you'll have my son as a substitute.
If you would imagine for 1 second in that little brain of yours that I would want to steal your child, then you're even more ridiculous than you appear. Agreeing to accept that beautiful little boy into my life was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. In my perfect world, you don't exist. You left town. You never told Mateo you have a son.
But I didn't leave town.
Oh, no, you didn't. You had to play it all out until the bitter end. You had to tell Mateo that he has a child, something I can't give him. Do you know how that makes me feel?
I'm beginning.
No, you don't know. I'll tell you. Mateo's first love comes back from the Stone Ages and presents him with something he's always wanted his entire life, something that his wife cannot produce for him, a son, a child. And according to your pretzel logic, I want to steal your kid so I can have a constant reminder of my own personal failure lying around on a daily basis. I don't know why. It would be so much easier to just stick a knife through my heart.
If this is so painful for you, then why are you going ahead with the custody suit?
God, you really are stupid, aren't you? I love Mateo. I want my husband to have his heart's desire. And if being a father to his son is what makes him happy, then it makes me happy too. And if you love Mateo as much as you claim to, you would want the same thing.
Duchess, if you keep interrupting, I'm going to have to escort you outside.
Oh, I'll behave. See that you do, too.
Mrs. Lavery, did you ever meet Ryan's parents, his brothers and sisters?
No, they're deranged.
Oh, no, estranged. She means estranged.
They don't see each other anymore. Can you imagine the reunion? Mother and father duking it out on each other, then starting in on the kids. Poor Ryan, no wonder he was always running away from home, getting himself into trouble.
Ryan was a juvenile delinquent?
Don't put words in her mouth, please.
Delinquent, that means late, right? Because I've seen that word stamped on all Ryan's overdue bills.
Your husband had money troubles?
Well, just that he didn't have any money, but Ryan was very creative. He found ways to get some cash on the sideline, skimming and scamming the advertisers at WRCW. You know that Ryan married me for my money. But see, the joke was on him because I was, you know, broke. But that's not the point.
Well, I pray that you get to the point post-haste.
See, the point is that my husband may have done things wrong and that he's not too proud of. You know, he loves beautiful women and he may have bent the law just a little bit, but his heart has always been in the right place.
That is enough. This interview is over.
Accusing a man of rape was the most horrible thing I could think of. And I wanted to punish Tad. I wanted to hurt him.
But why? Why? I mean, what did he do to you? Did he kick you out of bed? Did he find you with your hand in the register? What?
Tad had everything I had ever wanted in life. And I hated him for it. I have a pretty clear picture of what was going on in my head back then.
Great. Would you please let me in on it?
It's strange when you think about it, how fate brought two lost souls together. Tad, he just appeared one day at Orsini Vineyards. He was a young man, no name, no identity, nowhere to go. well, like me. So I gave him a job picking grapes. I figured once the season was over, he'd move on like the rest of the workers. But one day out in the fields, Nola noticed him. And she became convinced he was her missing son. She just accepted him back into the family with no questions asked. Tad didn't have to shed a single drop of blood to prove he was her son. She took him back on faith and on love. That was my fantasy come true. Although I didn't know that at the time. The homecoming that I'd wanted so badly. And I had had no idea that I'd been snatched from my real family. But I did know that nowhere I had ever been in my life had ever felt like home. My parents were never like my real parents. But for some reason that I couldn't figure out, my life just didn't make sense. And out of the blue, Tad's did. Tad got what I had always wanted. A place where he really, truly belonged.
So you hated him for it?
Yeah. Hate just raged through me like wildfire. I mean, I couldn't control it. I couldn't analyze it. You have to realize that none of this played out on a conscious level. I just allowed myself to be swept up in this wave of resentment. If I couldn't have my dream, then neither could Tad. So I accused Nola's prodigal son of rape. And I would have cried rape all the way to the steps of the Supreme Court if Nola hadn't come to me with a deal. Not love, not acceptance, but a deal. And she told me that if I dropped the rape charge against Tad, that she wouldn't prosecute me for embezzling company funds. I took the deal, but I didn't stop hating Tad. Not for a long time. Not until I found my own way home. So it's really no surprise to me that no one believes me when I say Ryan raped me. And it's the law of the harvest. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. Well, my lies come back to haunt me. That's why I told you and Jack that I didn't want to pursue the case. Because I knew the minute that I said I'd been raped, Tad was going to tell everybody what I'd done to him. So I decided to keep quiet about what Ryan had done. You and Jack and Brooke, you encouraged me to open up. And you told me it was the right thing to do. But I have come so far and I have fought so hard to get here. Do you really think that I would risk it all now on a lie?
Grandma, I'm not finished with Ryan.
My darling, on the contrary, you've almost finished him.
As I was saying, my husband may have done things in the past that he's not too proud of, but his heart has always been in the right place. Why do you think he would even try to deceive this very wonderful, kind, nice man from immigration if he didn't love me?
That's quite enough. That's quite enough. This interview is finished. Now you listen. Ryan Lavery is a fine young man. He might have made some mistakes in the past, but he is certainly no rapist. The stupidest thing he ever did in his life is get mixed up with my adult-pated granddaughter.
How can you say that?
I'd like Mrs. Lavery to finish her statement.
No. This statement is finished. Now you come on. We are going.
I do love Mateo, but I love my son more. Look, and there is no way you are going to get a hold of Max. Your uncle can try every dirty trick in the book, but I am going to fight him.
My uncle is not the enemy here.
Oh, right. Coming to my hotel room in the middle of the night and threatening me? What's that?
I don't know. It sounds like you're delusional.
Come on, Haley, you know what I'm talking about.
Having the foggiest.
Your uncle showing up at my hotel room, stopping me from going to my car, telling me that there is a policeman parked next to my car saying that if I leave to go anywhere with Max, that I'll be charged with kidnapping? Kidnapping my own son?
You didn't happen to have a couple of packed suitcases with you, did you, Raquel? You are disgusting. You're gonna come here and you're gonna hunt Mateo down. And you're going to inform him of the child he never knew he had. And then you're going to go to all the work to introduce them. Mateo, here is your son. Son, here is your father. And then you're gonna split town, you're gonna disappear. What on earth possessed you?
Love possessed me. The love for my little boy. Haley, I have to protect him.
From his father?
No, from two people who have everything. They have the perfect love, money, a beautiful house, good friends. They have everything they would want. But that's not enough for you, is it? No, you have to have my son, too. All I have is what I can pack in the trunk of my car. Max is my entire world, and I will not let you take him from me.
Will you just try and stop us?
You okay?
No, I'm fine. I let her push my buttons, and I'm sorry. It was stupid. It's stupid. I won't let it happen again.
No, you won't. I don't want you developing a thirst if you catch my drift.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, me too.
No, I got stuck at the realtor's office. I think I found a great house for Raquel and Max. Can I go tell her about it?
No, you can't. We've had a little change of game plans given Miss Dion's hijinks. We got a new strategy here.
Take your seats, everyone. Quickly. We don't have much time.
Honestly, Grandmama, why you insisted on making such a scene at the police
Oh,
station?
darling, you know I love you. You know I adore you. But right now, I don't think I like you very much.
Grandma,
you just don't know when to keep your mouth closed. Don't you realize that your babblings at the police station made Ryan's situation even worse?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, darling, you never do. But we know what hell is paved with, don't we? Do you realize that you made Ryan a sort of cross between Count Dracula and Jack the Ripper?
Well, I was only trying to help his case. Show the police how Ryan triumphed over tragic circumstances.
Yes, your endorsement sounded rather like the White Star Line proclaiming that the Titanic was unsinkable.
What do you want from me, kid?
I need to know that you believe me. You told me you believed me. And that was like a weight had been lifted from my heart. And if this case doesn't go to trial, I don't care. I can live with that. But I can't live with your mistrust. So I'm going to ask you, can you find it in your heart to believe that I'm telling the truth?
Voila, finito. To prove I can stop at one. Well, Sam and Maddie, I promised them that I would be there for story time.
How will you get there?
How will I get there? Oh, I'll just ask the doorman to get me a taxi cab. And, my dear, prove that you can stop at one.
Garçon, encore du champagne, vite, vite.
Sure.
Grandmama was right. I'm nothing but an addle-pated dipsomaniac twit. Am I ever gonna get Ryan out of this mess?
might be the next best thing.
Well, what is this about, Raquel?
Mr. Dillon, the court is waiting.
I'll explain later. Go with me on this. Your Honor, I apologize for the delay. My client, Mateo Santos, is requesting a divorce from Raquel Dion Santos. And until that petition is resolved, given the court's docket, it could take months, I've requested this hearing to determine the temporary custody of the Santos' minor child.
I've just had time to scan your motion. I assume, pending final divorce decree, your client seeks shared, temporary custody of the child, Mateo Santos Jr.?
No. No, my client demands sole custody of his son, effective immediately.
Marion is in love with Adam's brother, while Adam is in love with Marion's daughter.
I have never stopped loving you.
Which means Marion might have to take turns being Adam's mother-in-law and sister-in-law.
Well, that's brilliant, darling.
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. Bye-bye. It's been nice getting to know you.